Welcome to the nest, guys and gals. Thanks for joining this adventure. My name is Skyrider, also known as Jeff. If you like what you see, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more content. I personally really enjoy. Oh, look at that. He's already setting it up and getting it ready for us. I personally enjoy Resident Evil and its franchise for the horror. Today, we're going to be playing some Resident Evil 5 specifically, and we have our friend Young Slippery, who's going to be joining us and playing the spectacular Chris, because last time him and I played, we did a run where I was Chris and he was Sheva. So I'm going to play that sexy African lady. But we're going to get him into the call and he'll be able to introduce himself. All right, Young, introduce yourself.
Young Slippery here. You'll also hear me referred to as Dan.
Yep.
That's the name Jeff or Skyrider calls me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I am here to enjoy some RE5.
Mm-hmm. There we go. All right, take number 2. Let's do this. Uh, Absolutely beautiful. Uh, So, for those that sadly did not get to see the corrupted footage from the last time we did this, I personally love specifically Resident Evil as a whole, the horror genre, specifically Resident Evil 4 and 2. Those are the two ones that I really, really enjoyed. 2 just for how it set up Leon as a character. 4, again, I believe Leon is in that as well, where he's actually visiting a couple places. Um, and I'm excited for the remakes of them, as well as Dan. You mentioned that there's actually going to be a 9 coming out soon.
Correct. So for the remake is a really good.
Hmm.
It is a beautiful game.
Love to hear it.
I also loved 4. My favorites were definitely 7 and 8, though. Those were
Ooh.
the ones that introduced me back into the game, and they brought a new light to the series, which I very much so enjoyed. They brought it back to horror,
Hmm.
which I loved.
Hmm. I know. What you had Resident Evil 2 had Leon in the city, both like original and remake. Remake was slightly different, which I absolutely loved their new take on things, but keeping some of the original story as well. You had this one right here, Resident Evil 5, which is in Africa. Bioterrorism, which is all that Umbrella is about. Resident Evil 6, not the biggest fan.
I agree.
I think you mentioned that it just becomes mostly just a shooter at that point. It was just shoot and run, and there was nothing really depth-wise to it. But
Yeah.
then 7 brought back the horror, like you mentioned, especially like with Ethan Winters, the way that the viruses were being spread and the biohazard was being spread. And then
And
8,
then at the end, when they introduced Chris again,
oh yeah, as opposed to booty, uh, as opposed to sexy Chris here, big beefy boy, those arms, damn. You instead have slightly thinner, more realistic Chris in Resident Evil 7.
yeah, and then he plays a big part in 8 as well. Um, and 8 recently came out with their DLC, which
Oh,
was
nice.
all about Ethan's daughter, Rose.
Yeah, I had heard about that. I haven't played it yet, but I believe it is a good DLC to go for.
I also have not played it.
Jill Valentine, no. Flashbacks.
Speaking of Jill, she was one of the protagonists or she was it 2 that you played as Jill?
I believe so, yes.
You played as Leon or Jill,
Yep.
and then 3 was Claire.
Yes. And I think they changed it with the remake, if I'm not mistaken, where RE2 you played as Leon and Claire and didn't have Jill in it. Am I right on that?
I am not 100% sure. It's been a while since I played 2 and
Yeah,
3.
fair.
And I only played the remake. I have not played the originals.
Hmm?
There is
There you
one
go.
thing I do know. I have a job to do.
I have a
and I'm gonna
job
see
to
it
do.
through.
I'm a brooding, beefy boy.
And then I think 2 was also where Ada Wong got introduced.
Yep. That is true.
And then she played a part in 4.
Mm-hmm. I'm also going to let everyone know ahead of time I am playing on keyboard as opposed to on a controller, so this is going to be quite a time.
And I am doing the opposite because I don't hate myself. At least not that much.
Fair enough.
Where do we go first?
We're walking.
Right, I think.
Oh, we can use M to map, or actually whatever your keybind is.
Copy. Over and out.
Right bumper.
There you
Awful.
go.
Oh my god. This man's just tapping it.
Hey, it's not his fault that his fingers can go through the blade. It's okay.
You good, buddy?
I think he's all right.
What's up with his jaw?
I think he's okay. I'm more worried about the guys that was beating this guy up and his sack isn't moving anymore. Why gotta hurt that man's sack like that?
Not the sack.
Exactly.
Anything but the sack.
Oh, butcher shop.
Also, I threw us on to veteran because we beat the game on normal. So let's go.
Oh, all
one
right.
difficulty up.
This is gonna be a good time.
Let's just let you know that like after we already got into
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Thanks. Uh-oh. I see something. I hear something. And it's because there's nothing
I see dead people.
all the time. Dead people are
And
gonna be us.
If people cannot understand that reference, I'm going to be sad.
Yep. I definitely dating ourselves with that.
They're like people that are older than us, they're both 30, 32.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they haven't seen the Rugrats movies. I'm like, yeah, but odds are I'm 23. I'm not going after someone older than 32.
Fair enough. I mean, unless you wanna, get a sugar mama, then income.
Of course. I mean, who am I to block my own blessings, right?
Exactly.
You don't block blessings around here.
If I'm not mistaken, that guy there, his voice, he plays War in Darksiders.
Possibly.
The way that his voice sounds, all right. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm planning on doing a playthrough of Darksiders on my channel, so I'm gonna double check that. I need to double check this just to be safe, because I might have to like tab and then highlight which one I want.
Oh god. Oh, do you like my outfit, by the way? I changed my characters.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh God. I really hope I don't have to look. I will have to look at that throughout the whole playthrough, but oh.
You're kidding, right?
You must find the man named Irving. He's our only lead.
gotta go all Mad Max.
Be careful out there.
That's so gross. I am glad that it's not on Shiva though. That would. Ugh.
It's
Okay.
the hair slicked back for me.
Yeah. Okay. I'm good. Great
Autobots
documents.
roll out.
Oh, hey, look at that.
It's controls. Oh, who would have thunk
I may
it?
not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
Yeah, I can still hold my own.
I remember this hallway, and I don't know why.
Oh, because of all the creepy nasties. See? Oh, his hand. I don't know if you saw that. That was something. Why do you get a red dot sight and I don't? What the heck?
I don't know. Oh, I see a red dot on yours.
Oh, I don't see it on yours. Or rather, I don't see it on mine, but I see it on yours.
Yeah, I see your laser. You've got the laser sight.
Mm.
Ew, look at this thing. Ugh. Body's still warm.
Oh, is it?
Gross.
Ew, it's still warm.
What's behind it? Oh.
Is it still warm? Is
There's
it
an
for some
animal
ceremony?
carcass on the table. Is it for some ceremony?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, it is.
All outsiders will receive the blade of punishment. We will bless them with a sacred death. We will release them from their bonds of wickedness.
Ooh.
That's kind of spooky.
Mm-hmm. And then I got this one.
Hey, look, there's the next one.
Yeah. It's almost like we played this game before.
Almost.
Wasn't me. The
Um,
game's telling me to run.